Get open. What? Alright then. Onward to the Stormblood storyline. He would very much like to continue boring you with what he say. I don't particularly care for the fact that Lola Rito knows that I'm here. Yeah. Uh... Isn't this still the market, or they're a building right there? Why does he find that so funny? What in the hell? What? You seem to be a sick fuck. That's all I got. Like, what in the shit was that laughing fit? I want to see that pleasure district. Sorry, is that a brass blade?
Our thaumaturges took great pains to ward these walls against all manner of surveillance. Where business dealings are concerned, we do not compromise on confidentiality. You may avail yourselves of these offices for the duration of your visit. Come and go as you like, and know that you may speak freely here.
Your offer is most generous, but I will not enter into any agreement which would leave us beholden to you or your master.
A legitimate concern. Allow me to clarify then. The chairman bids you consider this as an expression of his heartfelt contrition for the bloody banquet and the unpleasantness which followed. Never having been one to put stock in words alone, the chairman deems the provision of material aid to be a more appropriate demonstration of his sincerity. By sheer coincidence, your purpose here also happens to coincide with our own interests. That is, assuming you are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front.
How could... I will not bother to offer a denial. You have the right of it. To be specific, we are come in search of our Far Eastern allies, Yugiri and Gosetsu, whom we hope to assist in their fight.
The Aori Shinobi and the Rugadan Samurai? Then you will be pleased to know that they have both come to Kugani.
Are you sure?
They
Quite.
basically
They
had to
came
come
here
here
aboard
first.
a company vessel, you see. However, they encountered difficulties securing passage across the Ruby Sea.
The Ruby Sea? Sorry, I've never been any good at geography.
The place between here and Doma.
Forgive me. This calls for a map. We are here in Kugani, the sole open port of Hingashi, situated on her western coast. Doma, meanwhile, is here on the eastern coast of Otherd in Yansha. Therefore, if your friends are to reach Doma, they must first cross the Ruby Sea. Alas, this is easier said than done, as the Ruby Sea does not fall within the dominion of either Hingashi or Doma, being controlled since antiquity by a third party, namely the Confederacy.
What the fuck?
Said maritime collective is known for the consummate skill of its sailors, and for demanding that any vessel entering its waters pay a toll referred to as the Ruby Tithe. In exchange, the Confederacy's vast fleet guarantees the safety of those who travel within its territory.
Essentially, we won't kill you
Now,
because you gave
as
us
I'm
money.
sure you are aware, Garlemald conquered Doma some 25 years past, at which time the Empire saw no value in controlling the Ruby Sea, and thus did they turn a blind eye to the activities of the Confederacy. The recently appointed acting Imperial Viceroy of Doma had other ideas, however. She has formally condemned the Confederacy and declared that any who recognize their authority shall be branded enemies of the Empire. bowing to this pressure, Hingashi severed ties with these toll takers and forbade the payment of the ruby tithe, prompting the Confederacy to make it known that any merchants choosing to sail the Ruby Sea would do so at their peril.
It just seems really stupid to me. What in the fuck is the Confederacy, and why don't
No
the
wonder
people
they
on
struggled to
land
secure
just
passage to Doma.
fucking sink
What
all their
captain would
boats?
risk such a journey given the circumstances?
They gotta
I'm
have
told your
limited
friends were
resources.
not so easily deterred from their course, but I know not whether their persistence bore fruit.
I say we follow in Yugiri and Gosetsu's footsteps and attempt to secure passage to Doma for ourselves. We will need to cross the sea in any case, and we may learn something of their whereabouts in the process. And should we find that they are still in Kugane, we can make the journey together.
In that case, I have some information which may be of use to you. No quid pro quo, I assure you. The chairman was most insistent that I aid you to the best of my ability.
I don't like how you keep grinning. I don't remember what I have for healing. Well, of course. How else was he going to draw Y'shtola when she was naked? I saw them. Why would I feel the need to do that? Wait, why do I why are you making me pull it out? That's just kind of stupid. I don't really see what the point of me having to, Oh, I was like, wait. There is way too much going on in the city. Already attuned to that one and attuned to the plaza. Huh. I'm not entirely sure why that's a thing, honestly. No, we can't tell you whether or not these people have been here. Their privacy. It's like, we're looking for people we know. That's why we have sketches. Okay. What? I mean, I'm assuming that has implications for later, but I'm like, who in the fuck, aside from, like, the Empire, is gonna come asking about me and police? Oh, it's above me. I was like, where in the hell? I'm like, I have to assume that it's just so weird how they put that. The Mad Devil. I mean, I assume they split up and asked individually. There would be no reason for them to both approach every single captain. Happened to be one out here, isn't it? No, it's always above. I'm looking for a woman. Oh, I go to the pleasure houses. That's not. I'm looking for the kind of woman who would probably kill you if you told her that. Or implied that she would be at the pleasure houses. I don't know who in the hell that is. You can't just give me a name and be like, oh yeah, go talk to that guy. It's like, who? You just tell me to go talk to Sam at a bar, and I'm like, what? Who the fuck is that? She looks very displeased. Are you poor? I'm sorry. Am I working with a bunch of poor people? He's like, I don't have any gil. It's like, how do you not have any gil? No, I did not get the one with the Ruby Bazaar. I don't think I have that one either, do I? Oh, I do. We found a fish, and they're gonna help us get there. They just said it would cost a lot of money, though. Yeah, no one. That's basically what I thought once they said that none of them had talked to her. I thought maybe there was one that talked to him, one that talked to her, and then one that met them both, but apparently none of the captains said yes, so. And punch him till he tells us the truth. I mean, what if they actually attack us? That doesn't make any sense. Like, I realize it's like against the law for the altercations, but like, if someone starts attacking me, what am I supposed to do? Combat, huh?
He's late.
He does have stubby legs.
Endless and most sincere apologies to you and yours, yes, yes. This way, quickly now.
What? I like how he turned around in a U shape.
Enough! Where are you taking us? Where is the ship?
This ship. So very sorry to inform you, yes, yes. Long before was it pledged to another. To me, these ones are for Doma.
I knew it couldn't be this simple.
Nothing personal, yes, yes, just business.
Then business is about to take a turn for the worse.
I figured she was gonna punt him into the water. How do you punt him straight
Come on,
up?
let's find a way out of here.
I like how she's just standing in the corner. I got the fish. The fuck? Uh-huh. Yeah, I was fucking trying. And you're just like, nah. Yeah, this is just stupid. I already don't like this. I don't even fucking... Like, I'm going up here, aren't I? I wish it had something on the map anywhere. The fuck?
Stay hidden and quiet. Understood?
Clear the road! Clear the road! You there, Korjin. We seek 4 foreigners. One, a brutish woman carrying an unconscious Namazu. Have you seen them?
Yes, because they could totally tell that that was happening from on top of a fucking tower.
For foreigners, you say? Ah, yes! Very rude they were, making no apology as they barged past. They went that way, I think.
Many thanks, good sir. With me! They cannot have gone far.
Like, they literally can't actually have descriptions of us. It's retarded that they just did that.
The Sekisei Gumi will not... You are of the East Aldenard Trading Company, yes? Come with me. I know a safer way.
You are returned. And with guests, I see.
Our meeting went about as well as expected. We've brought the Namazu who thought to betray us. When he wakes up, we'll see what he knows about Yugiri and Gazetsu.
Why does
Well
he
done,
twitch
you.
like that?
When I saw the Sekisei Gumi out in force, I did begin to worry, but I see my fears were misplaced.
Actually, if it weren't for Soroban, we might not have gotten away.
'Twas my pleasure.
Yet I must ask, Soroban, why would you deceive the Sekisegumi to help us, foreigners of whom you know naught?
Why, out of the kindness of my heart, is what I would like to say. I chanced to witness your meeting with Hancock at the tavern.
An opportunity.
Like many, I came to Kugane as a trader to make my fortune. Kojin of the Red may serve the Empire as mercenaries, but Kojin of the Blue walk a different path. Regretfully, most here would rather not meet our gaze, much less do business. So I seek the custom of those less predisposed to dismiss us outright, namely the East Aldenard Trading Company.
Quid pro quo, is it? Well, there is no denying that we owe you a debt. What say you, Hancock? Will you consider doing business with our entrepreneurial friend here?
Rest assured, Master Soroban, that in matters of trade, the company does not discriminate. We would be honored to hear your proposal.
I promise you will not regret this, good sir. Ah, yes. You sought passage across the room.
You do? Well then, far be it from us to refuse. You have our deepest thanks.
And you mine.
All right then. Again, I take issue with the fact that they're just like, we know who they were, and that they had a fish man in their arms. That is how politics works. Yes, let's just walk straight in there after we had a fight and they want to arrest us. continue waiting. And the guards who were out front are no longer out front.
How about you?
Was that? That was Gazetsu. I'm sure. Lise, wait!
I am curious what...
Victory to the samurai!
All right then.
Gazetsu!
Oh, this is a surprise. What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
And then I don't get the explanation.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisagumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came.
So where in the hell is our... Where's
And with
Hancock
that,
at?
I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful.
There.
Ah. And we had just concluded negotiate.
Why do I have a spell? Oh, wait a second. That means a clemency is half the cost. Now that seems slightly broken. That said that it also stops you from being interrupted, didn't it? Yeah, what the hell? That really seems kind of OP. Kick the fish. And we have another boat dungeon. Because what the hell was that? don't quite get the point of that with the map.
I remember the water. How it turned crimson in the morning sun.
What the fuck is that?
A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othark, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Seriously, what is that fucking tower? That looks stupid as hell. I'm going for a swim. Am I actually going for a swim? All right then. It's a little weird. If I just beat them all up before we got in the water. I mean, I'm wearing armor, so if he's trying to check me out, I'm kinda covered. I'm sorry, what? Also, I can't help but notice it looks like he's just wearing the shell. Like it's strapped to him. I'm sorry, what's going on over here? Why is my destination over there, but everyone's standing over here? They don't... I'm sorry, is that shark floating? A flying shark.
Gentlemen, I'm told you are most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, you'll...
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us. You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Doesn't even look like... I'm sorry, but how large is this expanse of water? Because it doesn't look like it's very large.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent. And the acting Viceroy, if we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she wants everyone to fight, but it's like I'm pretty sure they've already expressed that the Empire is stronger than all three of the Eorzean Alliance put together.
And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Soroban and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
It's such a weird freaking area. Oh, yeah. I forgot that I'd gotten those. Thing is, I literally don't have any of these other classes. So. Said to tell them that we'd paid. that's not actually a bad price for that. God, why do those get stats so slow? The belts are almost not worth anything. Oh, whoop. I'm sorry, those have like... they have like jean shorts. And I've got like some boots strapped to them or something. What the fuck? I don't quite have my crafting ones up high enough for these yet, but I'll still grab them. Cheap enough anyway. My alchemy is 62? Huh. Accessories. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of slightly sad that your tools does not look to include gathering tools. Oh, there it is. But really, what is up with this? What is up with that item? Sad thing is that I could see it wouldn't make a bad glamour if they just had it like the jean shorts without whatever in the hell the extra part is. Go away. I don't care. Welcome to Isari. It's like, What do we have there? This looks like it's an Imperial base. Yeah, we're right. We're still next to Isari. All we need to do now is liberate Doma. Those are definitely Imperials.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such scenes have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
Why is it that guy again? Why?
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master, the traitor who sold her.
The Viceroy herself. And Lukba.
Filth and squalor everywhere I look. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now. You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You are free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Kojin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
Kill that guy. I am surprised that she just handing him a pistol.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
Very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. Too old to work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
That's a bit much.
They're my parents. You can't expect me to...
I want to fucking go in. Fuck them right now. There's not a
Stop
huge
and
number of
think
them.
for a moment. If you go charging in now, every one of those villages is as good as dead.
And how many people are they gonna kill in the
We
meantime?
must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself as a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive. They will wish to detain me until
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you?
we live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugani.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lise, or the Wall. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle. Now, leave it.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think it may be something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something...
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now, and I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
Tavern. Again, I look at that and that's just stupid. Looks like... It just looks like someone fucking took a picture of like a Jenga tower and then just cut and paste it over and over again. fuck? All right then. I figured we'd just be leaving. Why do I have to walk forward to fight them? Are they gonna follow us all the way to the tower? I really kind of doubt that. Of course, they found themselves with some more of those things. I'm sorry, what am I looking at? So a giant snail that never stops growing, huh? I'm sorry, what the fuck is that AoE? One of those ones that you can't actually do alone. Way too much HP. Even though I could heal myself through it, it doesn't really matter, because I wouldn't be able to deal the damage to kill it. Why is there a Confederate over here? We found ourselves with the Confederates again. I think I'm gonna head to bed so that I can be up for work in the morning. I do plan on being on again tomorrow. Kind of have to see what the weather is like, because it has been raining and then immediately freezing over here. It's supposed to be snowing for the next couple of days. Yeah, hope to see you guys later.